Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I need to replace the roof on the greenhouse. I got all the materials in. Hopefully I got the right stuff and the right amount. I don't know, stick with us guys. I gotta go do chores right now. It's about 22 degrees out this morning. It feels like about 11, so it's pretty chilly. I have to go since we don't have any power back at the barn. I don't have a way to keep their water warm. So part of the morning routine when it's real cold like this is I just get a couple 5-gallon buckets of hot water and we'll run it up to them, thaw out the pig water barrel and get that flowing so make sure they have a water source for the day. But first things first, I'm gonna get the side by side here, start it up and nice and warm for us for the day. Now we can go ahead and get our buckets of water to bring up there and get this water thawed out for the animals. All right, I don't fill it all the way up, only because it's gonna spill a little bit on the way back to the barn. Gotta have my morning cup of joe. That's good. Let's head up to the barn, let's get these animals taken care of and the water thawed out. Well, here's the morning crew. I'm heading to the barn to put the water up. There they are. Whoop. I guess I better stop here and give the roosters and duck a little bit of scratch or some corn here. Good morning, Daddy. What's up, buddy? They'll probably just come stand right at the door here. So when I open the door, watch, by the time I get the food and I turn around, they'll probably be waiting right there. Let's see if they're there. I haven't looked. Oh, Daddy Duck's waiting. All right, bud. Ready? The roof is holding up pretty good in here. I just realized this side was cleaned off, but this side over here, that thing's rock hard and it's holding its weight. So hopefully that thing holds up all right. This middle board's doing good holding the support on it for most part. That side's still good. We cleaned most of it off, although there is a tear that's up here by the chicken coop itself. We have a little hole there, but we knew that was gonna happen because this is pretty dry rotted. We already knew all along the edge of the coop there was all dry rotted already. I'm surprised this didn't rip up as more than what it did, but it held up pretty good. Check this out, guys. That's all that's left of that turkey carcass. They picked all the meat right off the bone. Morning, good morning. No, you don't. Try to eat my camera. No, 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 no. All right, let's head up to the greenhouse so we can start working on that. Gonna have to get a ladder and find the proper tools that we're gonna need for the day so we can start taking that old stuff off. Oh, I better close the gate. Almost forgot I have to do the wood first. Before we do the greenhouse, I gotta fill the wood back up here in the wood burner. All right, now we can head up to the greenhouse and start prepping for the day. Placing this roof couldn't come at a better time because when the snowstorm was coming through, we had some gusty winds and it actually ripped off a chunk of our old plastic here. It blew it down. I think it's laying on the ground over there. So that's all wide open right here anyways. So again, what we need to do is just get the tools so we can get these screws out of here, all these old screws. Once I take all these out, we can get all the old plastic off. Then we'll just reassess the wood, make sure that there's nothing that's too bad. If I want to try to reuse everything that's here. If we have to replace some 2x4s, we can, but I'm going to try to reuse what we have here. And then I'll have a ridge cap that goes all the way across the top and it's green. Actually, I'll show you the materials here. I put it in the greenhouse. This is the roof. These are just thin panels, see-through plastic. We've got some of these, they're called closure strips, but they'll go around and fill the gaps on the top and bottom. And then this is the ridge cap. So this is gonna go on the top. This is gonna go all the way across the top up there to seal in the top so it doesn't leak. All right, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get up to the top here. I mean, it's not super tall. I can reach the first 2 rows of screws by hand, possibly the third with a little bit of a help. And I can go from inside while I'm taking them off because I can get through this hole and I can reach. But when I'm putting them on, I need to be able to get up there and do the ridge cap and stuff. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do that yet. I may end up putting a ladder, extension ladder, at the angle of the roof to lean up against these 2x4s, which is probably how I'll do that. So let me go get the ladder and we'll sample that. All right, let's see how we can make this work. Cool. I think this will work. As long as the base stays down, which it should. A lot of the weight should be transferred onto these 2x4s, so shouldn't have to push down and break any of this plastic. What this will do is just give me access to the top so I can get up here with the ridge and be able to get all these screws out of this plastic. Sweet deal. All right, well, the first thing we need to do is just take out all the screws. So I'm gonna get the screw gun and we're gonna start taking all these out so we can get these plastic sheets off. This is some of that rot that's out here. This wall right here is coming out. We just need to tack this and fix around the windows maybe. Slid on the ground a little bit. Almost went for a ride. I'm already getting hot. I'm gonna have to take my jacket off.
Yeah, I brought a sweatshirt and a couple jackets.
Holy smokes. I get moving out here. All right, so we got one side off here. Actually went a little bit smoother than I expected it to go. Got all the old bolts out, the screws. They're 1/4 inch lags that go in here. John's just going around right now and taking off some of those closure strips. We got the new foam ones. The ones that were on here they're wood, and they're pretty rotted. They were just on here and they're just like pretty much crumbling apart. So I'm having him just take those off and clean up some of them screws and nails that are along the edge. Now the board itself, it is pretty bad. It's pretty rotted, but still fairly usable. It's not completely gone. For right now, we're just gonna make use with what we got. I'm gonna work on the other side. I have to get that other side taken off so we can get both these done. And then we'll go around and tack in some nails and just reinforce the 2x4s up here, and we can start putting a new plastic on. This stuff is crumbling. Just work our way right down the line here. Oh no. Oh. Thank you. All right guys, so we got both sides taken off of the greenhouse and now it's all wide open. What we've been doing is kind of going down along, taking off some of this old trim that's here. As you can see, it kind of crumbles off, it pulls out. So all that's got to get out, get off of here. We have that foam stuff that I'm going to be using. Hopefully I have enough of it, but I could always pick up some more if not. But we do have both sides off. Just going to go around and get the rest of the outlier screws and nails and things that are out here that are in the way. Probably reinforce some of these 2x4s, some additional screws or nails just to make sure they're good. Looking at this sill plate down here for the greenhouse on this side, this one's sturdy. It's not the prettiest. There's a couple minor spots in here, but nothing too soft. The other side, I'm like 50-50 on that one. I kind of want to replace it, but there's so much other wood on this greenhouse that we could replace. Trying to salvage as much as possible. So probably just gonna reuse what's here. Again, I'll keep an eye on it. If it starts giving us any kind of issues, I will take the plastic off and replace it. But for right now, for time and money purposes, I just want to reuse what we have. And it is very functional the way it is. We're gonna finish getting some of this old insulation, caulking, nails, screws, all that out, get it cleaned up, and then we'll start getting the new roof put back on here. Stuff's just flaking apart. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, I think that's it. I think we're ready to start putting it back together. This side out. I think this side's supposed to be out. Just want to make sure that these fit before we really start. Oh yeah, like a glove. Once we get it all done, I have the ridge cap we can put on the top and should dress it up real nicely. Awesome. All right, so change of plans. Instead of leaving that 2x4 there, we decided that we're gonna replace at least that 2x4 that's down here and possibly a piece on the other side that's pretty broken up. So once we get this bottom 2x4 taken care of and the other side over there, we'll be able to start putting on the plastic roofing. So for right now, John's been working on taking this off and cleaning it up, and then we'll get the new 2x4s mounted up here.
Is this where you want it?
Yeah, I'm just looking for right on the edge, basically. Here, hold on a second. Let me get one started at least. See, and it just draws it in there.
Got it.
Oh, does it fit? Oh, nice.
Meant to be.
Yeah, I thought it was 18 foot or 16 foot, but good. Let's see if we can't get some sort of cut here. Try to avoid these nails. If I can go straight right here, we should be good. I think we got it. All right, you want to hold that right there, and I will toenail. Probably should have pounded those 2x4s on the inside in a little better before I did this. I'm gonna try to put the side in right here. Good enough. All right guys, so we ended up reinforcing the bottom ledges. Well, this bottom ledge on this side, and there's a 2x4 on the other side that we had to fix. So we're ready to start laying the plastic. Get that one started. All right, so we got one side done over there. We've got all the plastic on. There's still a few screws that we still need to go along the bottom and stuff to put those in to finish that out. But what I want to do is get this side done, and we're going to put this whole side up here, and then we got two strips on the end down here that we're going to have to cut. One over there on that side, and one's going to end up being on this side. I forgot to get that extra piece for up there, so we're going to see if we can reuse an old piece that was on here to finish this off. We think we might have an idea, but either way, that'll be done once we actually complete the roof here. So first side's done, the second side's going to be done. Well, it's going to be done right now. Ready? Just like that. There we go. We got the other side done here. I have the ridge cap sitting up there right now just to get an idea what it's going to look like, and it's going to look really nice. It's going to tie it together really good, guys. What we ended up doing for the pieces at the end, we did, like I said, I didn't get enough. I should have got one more extra piece of the plastic roofing. We just reused an old piece. Now, it's not as long as these pieces, so there's a little bit here that's, you know, it's not as long of an overhang, and it's kind of cloudy, brownish looking. But instead of paying more money for more material, we just reused what we had, and it's not that bad. I mean, half of this greenhouse could be replaced because it's in pretty poor condition, but I'm trying to be as frugal as possible and reuse what we can. So we just went ahead and reused an old piece. Again, as it did before, looks really good, looks pretty open in here. I just can't get over how clear the roof is now. You can see right through, it's like crystal clear. It's pretty nice. Huge thanks to my brother John for coming and helping today. He did an awesome job. He was helping me while I had to run back and forth and get stuff, and then he was my hands on the ground and helped me with the camera too, so that was awesome. All right guys, thanks a lot for following along today on today's video. I appreciate everyone's follow, everyone liking the videos and sharing them with your friends. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit that bell. Follow along as we release new videos. Well guys, until next time, we'll see you later.